Hello everyone. This is 6th class on elements of costing. Today we will be discussing steps for installation of costing system. Now, cost accounting, it is an recent origin. Now, before installation of a costing system, they have to study and understand all the aspects relating to the industry and how that is going to benefit their industry. So there are 5 steps involved in installation of cost accounting system. First point is nature of organization. Now, nature of organization means before installation of cost accounting, first and foremost work is to study the nature of industry and what type of organization it is, and whether if cost accounting system is installed it is useful for the industry or not. Now the cost should also be taken into consideration because some of the industries will be working without using costing. Even then they will be working efficiently, so it is duty they have to learn or they have to study if cost accounting is installed, that is going to benefit them or not, because the main intention is to reduce the cost of production and to maximize the profit. So they will have to study the nature of industry and what type of organization it is, and if a cost accounting system is installed, whether it is useful or not. Second step is cooperation and support of personnel. Now it is very essential, like the employees of the organization has to support it, because unless and until the employees are supporting, they cannot install the cost accounting system. It is very important because while introducing cost system, the existing employees may find it very difficult when they are installing it, because they will have to learn new things. They are not familiar with the cost accounting system, so they might hesitate to support it, because in cost accounting we record employees efficiency also, because if employees are working efficiently, then the incentives will be given to them. If they are not working efficiently, then incentives will not be given. So based on how many hours they are working, based on that also wages will be given. So the employees may hesitate to accept it, okay, because each and every work of employee will be recorded. So they have to check whether employees will support it or not. Next point is simplicity. Now cost accounting system should be very simple and it should be very easy to operate, because if there are any unnecessary details, then those all details has to be avoided, because employees are going to operate it, so it should be very easy for them to operate it so that they can support. Next point is maintenance of records. Now when we are installing cost accounting system, it is duty that they will have to maintain the records of costing. Now whatever cost they are recording, that has to be maintained properly. Now whatever forms and records they are following, that should be simple, and the clerical work of the employees should be reduced. For this purpose, printed forms should be used. Next point is standardization. Now whatever records and forms which they are using, that should be uniform in all the cost data. If it is uniform, then it becomes easy for them in comparison with the historical data. So these are different steps involved in installation of cost accounting system. First one is nature of organization. They have to study the nature of industry and and what type of organization it is, if cost accounting is installed, whether that is useful or whether they are going to get benefit out of it or not. So that has to be seen. Then second point is cooperation and support of personnel. Employees has to support it because they are going to operate. Initially the employees may not support, so they will have to check whether employees will accept it or not. Third point is simplicity. Cost accounting should be simple and it should be easy to operate. Next point we have seen is maintenance of records. Now maintenance of records means, now for ascertainment of cost, proper records should be maintained. So whatever forms or records they are maintaining, that should be simple and the clerical work has to be reduced so that employees will support it. Standardization. Now whatever records and forms they are using, that should be uniform because it helps in comparison of data with the historical data. So these are some of the points, some of the steps involved in installation of costing system. Hope so these points are clear. Next is, while installing a cost accounting system, there will be some practical difficulties for the industry. So such difficulties we are going to see. First point is no support from the top management. So top management may not support it. Why? Because they think that costing will disturb the work of the organization, because everybody will not be familiar with the work, everybody may not support it. Okay, again, if they are installing any new system, they will have to incur more expenses. So because of that reason, the top management may not support it. Second point is opposition from the existing accounting staff. Now existing accounting staff may not support it because of introduction of costing system, they will have to take a training and then they will have to work, so which will increase their work. So many of the accounting staff may not support it. Third point is non-cooperation from workers and supervisory staff. Here the workers and the supervisory staff may not support it because it is duty of supervisory staff and workers to provide correct data. So they cannot give any fake data, because here the data will be recorded as per job wise, department wise, process wise. So they cannot change the data, or any fake data cannot be given. So they feel like it is an additional work to them. So because of this reason, the workers or the supervisory staff will oppose this system. Next point is shortage of trained staff. Now whenever you are installing any new system, the employees has to be trained. So unless and until they are trained, they cannot operate it. So if they are employing any qualified staff, then they will be expecting higher salary. So again, might be this the reason the top management will not support this cost accounting system. Okay, now what practical difficulties they'll be facing? There will be no support from the top management, there will be opposition from the existing accounting staff. Again, there will be no non cooperation from workers and supervisory staff, and there will be shortage of trained staff. So because of these difficulties, they will hesitate to install the cost accounting. So these cost accounting difficulties, while installing this system, there will be lots of difficulties wherein they will have to solve these problems, and then they can install cost accounting system. Okay, so hope so these two aspects are clear. In my next class, we will be discussing meaning of a few important terms used in cost accounting. Thank you.